Yeah, man, it's a good day, bro. It's a good day. Sunday afternoon, man. Beautiful day. Beautiful day to be alive, man. Beautiful day for gaming and joining people within the Xbox community. So I got my man Hyperfang Gaming in the building. My man Devin in the building, man. If you don't know who he is, he's Hyperfang Gaming. He's an actual member of the We Bleed Green podcast crew over there. And so I'm always good to have him, man. He's always reaching out to me. He's been reached out to me, man. He goes back with me back to the Mixer days. It's nothing between me and him, man. It's family between me and him. And we here, people. We here. It just so happens to be that I'm in high spirits, man. Every Xbox fan out there should be very excited and in high spirits. Microsoft has been really working hard to change the way everything has transpired between these two generations. And, like I said, Rome ain't built in 3 days, but, with time and perseverance, with the right leadership, and just people believing in their craft and what they can bring to the table. We all know that Phil Spencer, the Xbox team, the engineers behind the Series X, Miss Ross, Sue from AMD, of course, Aaron Greenberg, Matt Booty, and the whole entire Major Nelson.
Don't forget Satya Nadella.
Of course, the Godfather, Satya Nadella. That. And everybody that do all the first party development teams within Microsoft before the acquisitions, putting their visions in, getting everything going, so that we're to this point today. We know it took some years. We know it took some years, right? And when this thing first came out in 2013, it didn't have a great worldwide release. That's old news. We know that, right? And so we were just hanging in there, man, as Xbox fans, hanging in there. We know that Microsoft has those geniuses, man. We know that Microsoft has that powerful cloud tech, and we just basically had to hang in here throughout the years, man. But our community remained strong. That wasn't something that wavered. True Xbox fans just stuck in here. So, of course, we're leaving out one thing. And we see that Technoblast has popped up in here. And so we're going to get this thing started. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, first, second, third, fourth, fifth cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren. Your whole entire lineage and family reunion. Bring them on in here. We don't care where you from. You can be from a Quaker living out in the wilderness to the scallywags up there in the Rocky Mountains, all the way down in the big city slick of the Dallas, Texas area. You could be from California. You can represent your hood, your block, your city, your state, your nation. Because why? You could have been anywhere in the world. But you decided to come out here on Di-RRec Gaming, along with my mighty Xbox chat room up in there, and everybody that gets along with the true gamers out here in this great gaming community. I go by the name of the New Legal. That's my man Technoblast on the far end, and in the middle, we got our special guest up in here, Hyperfang Gaming. And I'm talking about, man, the success that Microsoft with the Xbox brand is having, man. Third quarter, 15 billion racks, y'all. 15 billion racks. They doubled up on the acquisition buyout of ZeniMax, the Bethesda deal. They done made their money all over again. You know what it is? They done made their money all over again. They can go on out and buy another one. They just go buy another one, right?
Yep, they doubled up.
Right, they doubled up, go buy another one, and then put 7.5 in the bank. Put it back in the bank. And break even. This is how crazy this is right now, right? This is how crazy it is right now. Shout out to the chat room right now. So what's up, Tech? I see you over there. So it's good to have y'all, man. Thank y'all I'm gonna do some, do what I do, man. We're gonna do some talks. We're gonna celebrate Xbox. Shout outs to my man.
Cringy crunching over there.
Shout outs to my man, the General and Rogue, who couldn't be with us. General had rehearsals. Rogue is working, but she's up in that chat room. Okay, so let's get it started, y'all. We know, like I said, that the Xbox One, it came out in 2013, and they just didn't have a worldwide release with it. It started, spreading in 2014. I believe it started out in 22 markets, maybe even less than that. And it had to slow growth to get to that worldwide aspect. Well, we know that this time around, the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X didn't have that same kind of treatment. And it was a good thing because it puts Microsoft out there in a better predicament to be more successful. That's all it is. Just giving it more of a success to reach more people and expand. On top of the fact that we know these things are working because Game Pass has grown 3 more million since last update. We know that Xbox Live has grown over 40-something million within the last, 2 years at the most? We're over 100-something million. We were like 50-something. When the last time we got a word, 56 million, something like that. Now we're over 100 million. It's incredible. So we see growth happening. That's not an issue. But as true Xbox fans, bringing some kind of stability of excitement, you want to know and you want to feel like your brand is making an impact, because we don't want to go through the 2013 to 2020 era again. We don't want to have that no more, because we know that Microsoft with the Xbox brand can do way better than what they were doing. We know these things. We've seen their greatness. So when they displayed this X, it isn't anything shocking to us. It's more like, okay, it's about time. That's how we feel. Now let's get it on. So Microsoft has been getting it on, working their butts off. They put out a good product. And of course, the first news out the gate when everything was coming out was, of course, the PlayStation 5 had dominated the global sales. Okay. That's fine that they did that. That's healthy. That's great. Nobody's going to hate on that. We know that the Switch dominated them in that same month period of the release. Okay. But to our surprise, the Xbox Series X, not the S, the mighty $499 console, that bad boy, right? That price ticket was number one in the United States of America. What makes that great was because we see now that it can hold its fort down. It's holding its fort down. On top of that, Mexico as well. So we got our nation, the North Americas within Mexico, which is connected to us, which brings us our Central American aspect and our fellow comrades over there, right? So you got the northern region and the central region of America doing strong for America. Mexico and the United States of America, Xbox Series X number one. That's great news. Of course, where we would typically expect news like that to happen for Xbox and flood the market with all these articles isn't going to happen. We know that. It's not going to happen. Of course, the market, the gaming community, journalism the media is going to put nothing but what the PlayStation is doing. And anytime Microsoft is doing something, they just can't hurry up and put something to cloud it. But to our surprise, we get another batch of news as the weeks go by. Xbox Series X, not the S, the X, okay? What makes this so significant is that the news of the PlayStation 5, we just got that news this week, or maybe last week. I'm sorry, Sunday. So last week. The significant difference in this situation is that Sony is losing its price tag profit on the PlayStation 5 $399 SKU. The problem with that, the deeper aspect of that situation is that that's the most popular console that's being sold right now out of that SKU. The $499 PlayStation is not the most popular one. It's the $399. And that's what's hurting. That's why the investor put that report out, because he was like, look, regardless of what you're hearing, they're not telling you which console is the one that's selling the most. They're just saying PlayStation 5s. So you're just thinking, well, PlayStation 5, but you can't think like that, people. You got to be very specific when you're talking about impact and what console is doing what. You got to be specific. So the reason why you got that news from the PlayStation, the negative news, was because it's the $399 one in which they're taking a loss on. All right. Now, think about this. Microsoft has a console that's $100 cheaper than that one. $299. And like me and Tech said, the $399 one might be the most popular one, which wouldn't hurt nothing, because we know the casual market is out there. And, it's the X is going to be for the ones that, upgrade, have their stuff together. And then sooner or later, 3 years down the line, everybody will catch up. It's no big deal. It's good that Microsoft put a beefier one out there and put a smaller tier out there for everybody to be able to get a hold of it. And then just what makes it worse was that they're both the same console, except for the graphic fidelity and some ray tracing poweredness. It's less than in the Series S. The Series S is a 1080p 1440p console. It can never hit 4K resolution. But everything else, as far as those great features, the quick resume and all of that other stuff, you're getting that. So you're even getting the 120 frames aspect of that. So what's the minimum for next generation people? The minimum is 1440p, 120 frames per second, which makes the Series S available to say next generation. It meets the criteria. So that's why you have two next generational consoles. Plus, they're both solid in the RDNA 2.0. Their GPU and CPU are RDNA 2.0. Okay, so we're going to get that out the way. We want to get that out the way. We get news. Xbox Series X beats the PlayStation 5 and the Switch in the UK hardware sales for January. Look, now I want to speak on this.
Wait, wasn't there an announcement for South Africa too?
We're coming with that. I want to make a statement.
Back to my cookies.
Right? Because this shows momentum, right? This shows momentum. The X came out in November, people. We're talking legitimately 2 months later. And on top of the fact, the great news with all the money, the profit, and then you see this surge, right? This Xbox Series X surge. No, we're not even talking about the one that's $100. No, $299. The X is $499. $299, $499. The $499 one is winning. What this shows is that the Xbox community was hungry for a powerful performing visual console. That's what it shows. It shows that the Xbox community, y'all, is ready to lock and load on next generational gaming. We do not want to half step. Now, we're not taking a jab at the S, but it shows that the Xbox fans are ready.
Oh, well, the S holds its ground too. So
the S holds its ground.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
does.
The S holds its ground. Then out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. You know, and you had to really pull for this one. And I have to give my girl Rogue a shout out for this one, because when this, well, I wouldn't say a rumor, but sometimes you can't always take Reddit with a grain of salt, right? You gotta, sometimes you gotta really dig into them, or sometimes they just blurt out some facts. But in this case, we saw what Tech was saying, and you just want to be sure. So Rogue was like, look, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look this up before we get too happy or say anything and we're wrong, right? So of course you want to look things up. So learn from that. What Rogue demonstrated is how you're supposed to do it. You go look it up. Make sure what you're hearing and what you're seeing is factual.
Not just take the first headline and be like, yeah, look at that.
There you go. It's funny because when she hits me back up, she says she found the article to be true from Zimbabwe, Africa. Like, it's there. Now, when you look at Zimbabwe, that's a region in South Africa. So she Googles it up for me and sends it to me. And there it was. The Xbox Series X outsells the PlayStation 5 in South Africa.
Yep.
It is not just dominating in the Western region. It's dominating in the Eastern region as well. Regardless if it doesn't sell good in Japan, regardless if it doesn't sell good in China, or wherever else, in Germany, you know, in those far, far regions. But it's selling. And because Microsoft gave it a chance with a worldwide release, we're seeing different results. And as Xbox fans, we got something to be excited about, because this reassures our future off the brand that we prefer to play. It's just not about, oh, look, man. The Xbox is beating the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 is doing well out there as well. With everything going on, the PlayStation 5 is pushing units. But the thing is, you get a different result out of the gaming media when the PlayStation is beating Xbox. You get a different response. Look, we having to dig.
You'll get like 40 pages of just look at this. You know, PlayStation beats out Xbox again.
Facts. You don't have to go
and
far.
over again.
Right. You don't have to go far, right? But for Rogue to have to go,
you can just start searching for P and it'll automatically populate for you.
Facts. You gotta dig and break ancient, what you call it, ancient vases, pull out scrolls that got news of the Xbox Series X doing well, Devin. Gotta do that just to get some damn news around here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But it just reassures Xbox is going strong, y'all. It's doing well. And I'm just excited, man. I'm glad that it's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what y'all think?
I think it's fantastic.
What you think, Devin? Look at Devin back there chilling. Man, I picture Devin sitting back in recliner, sipping on something, just chilling. He just like to soak it up. Look at him. What you think, Devin? I mean, I know as an Xbox fan, it makes you feel good.
People underestimate like just how big PlayStation is in the UK.
Right.
And for Xbox to pull in front in the UK, that's amazing.
Yeah. Right.
In my opinion. Like
that's true.
Because it's crazy how popular PlayStation is over there. That's like the PlayStation capital.
Right.
So for the Xbox team to take a win out there it sends a message.
Every single time it does. It sends a message. Every single time it does. You're right. Exactly right. And for it to be as early as it is, y'all, my opinion, there's a change that has happened. Because when you look back 7 years ago, PlayStation was killing it, man. Around this time, Xbox just could not catch up. Once Xbox hit 5, once PlayStation got over that 5 million hump, Microsoft couldn't catch back up to it with Xbox, man. It was a wrap. And between January right now was when PlayStation 4 took off. it leaped like 2 million. Then by March, it was up by 5. By the summer, it was up by 10. You know, by the summer, Microsoft was barely at 7 million. By that fall, man, PlayStation was well over 10 million. It was just ridiculous. But you see a difference now. That's not happening. And the reason why that's not happening, let's keep it real, is because now both of them had worldwide releases.
Yeah.
So the thought that their Xbox fans can't compete, the thought that, hey, if you put these consoles out same time, same playing field, let them push and let the fans do their thing, to think that Xbox fans are shabby, they're not going to come out here and announce their brand with their pockets. Well, I'll tell you right now, man, that's a lie. Because the Xbox fans done came out, man, and it doesn't seem like they're stopping. Every time X Series X come out, our number one, our most expensive console, let me keep bashing that in. The console that there's no way Microsoft can lose money on it. And let's give credit to Microsoft, right? Because you don't hear this either. How long have we had this price point for our Xbox? How long have we been sitting on $499?
Oh, when they launch a new one?
There you go.
It's been like that, I think. Except for the 360. 360 was what? A little cheaper?
There you go. There it is.
Yeah. Since
the Xbox One tech is right. The Xbox One came out in 2013 at $499.99.
And that was just one SKU, right?
That's right.
It was just one.
Then it dropped down because of the S, all right, because the S came out. And then when the X came out, the Xbox One X came out, it went back to $499.99, people. It didn't matter. Special edition, $499.99, you know? And then we get the ultimate one, people. The ultimate one. We got God Exa. And it's $499.99.
That's right. The 360 had that arcade thing.
That's right.
The arcade version.
That's right. They had all those editions. You're right. They had all those editions. And hey, we appreciate it. We out here, baby. We here. That's right. We here. It's good to see all you guys. All you guys, man. We here. And you know, the price hasn't went up on us. We haven't had to break our pockets. We just had to stay hanging in there. And of course, as always, we don't like to use this excuse, but we want to show respect. We want to show empathy. We want to show some understanding that, you know, we're in a pandemic still. We're on our second year going strong into this thing, and it doesn't look like it's weakening right now.
No.
There's people still passing away. There's people still losing their jobs. There's people still needing help out here. And it's good that we have an outlet that we can check on one another and still have fun, and the gaming gives us a place to connect. That's positive. That's good. And to be honest with you, the health and the stability of our gamer friends and families are what's really more important than the news of these sales and things like that. But that's the fun part. That's why we're here on Di-RRec Gaming. That's why Hyperfan Gaming joins us. That's why Tech the Neutral pops up here. That's why Rogue is in the chat. That's why the General's in rehearsal. That's a jab at General.
Yeah.
But that's why the chat.
The General is too Hollywood now, man, for us, you know.
Yeah, you know, he don't know nobody anymore.
Yeah, you don't know anybody. He's too Hollywood.
But oh yeah, shout outs to him and everybody else that we know on the East Coast that are going through that wintry storm, that nor'easter last week, and brace yourselves because y'all getting another one on top of the snow that just got.
You know what? I prefer the East Coast, man.
Oh man, we down here in the South. We down here third coast, burn toast, Texas, man. And,
I think I was born in the wrong coast, man, because I'm so East Coast. I don't
like that cold, don't you, Tech?
Yeah, I like the cold. I like the big cities.
You know why Tech like that cold? I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. Break from the news. Tech like that cold because he's from Houston. If y'all don't, let me tell y'all something, man. I had Tech laughing, but this is true. I've never look, man. I done been in Shreveport, Louisiana. I done lived in Tennessee for over 12-some years over there by the west coast of Tennessee, over there on Memphis. I've lived in Texas. And let me tell y'all something, man. Houston is that one city I've just never felt anything like it. Houston has that southern taste to it, right? All them southern trees. I mean, I'm talking about that stretches all the way through Alabama. They're in Houston. You may not think they are, but as you travel to Houston, the trees and the bushes and everything get thicker. And it starts looking like Tennessee. I remember saying that, man, this stuff looks like Tennessee to me. But man.
That humidity, man.
Yes, sir. That humidity in Houston?
Keeps feeding those plants.
I don't know how they do it. It will rain. It rains.
It's tough to be a woman there, man. I'm telling you. They hate their hair being messed up.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
They're like, oh, my hair's going to get all frizzy. Oh, sorry, man. Stay in.
Yes, bro. 3-4 baths. I remember me, the women down there. I gotta take 3-4 baths down here, showers. I mean, because you could literally, it could be hot, sun out. You're like, yo, let's go out, let's go play. Get out there, man. In 10 minutes, it rains.
All the ladies' wet makeup just running down, just streaking down their face, man.
Facts. And I'm down there and I'm like, does this go on all the time? Because you're already mad because it's humid. So you're like, what is this? And it is a place unlike any other place I've ever been before. Houston, Texas, stand up. All my people out there. Yo, Jesus Zilla out there. The Unlimited Production one, he's down there. My man Israel Rulez out there, man. All you dudes out there, man, I ain't got nothing but love for y'all, man. I don't know how y'all do it, but much love. So yeah, man, it's just a good time, right? It's a good time to be Xbox fans. Xbox doing a thing worldwide, and I can't wait to keep hearing more news. We got more news coming, and this is going to be more positive news. I think Microsoft right now is the go-to punch. Like I said, we got Major League Baseball coming on Xbox.
Yeah.
That's going to open up a whole new can of community. Can't wait, man. The community's going to keep growing.
I'll tell you this, man, because of that, when the PS3 was out, right, I bought a PS3 because of MLB The Show.
Right. I know people that did that.
And that was the only reason why I got the PS3. And then the PS4 was a couple more games that I wanted, but it was mainly because of MLB The Show. And I always wanted it to come to the Xbox, but of course we knew it was a Sony studio. It wasn't ever going to come. So I had to, buy it if I want to play it. And so now that we have this news that is coming to Xbox, you have a lot of people out there who don't want PlayStation because it's just one game.
Right.
Just like me. I mean, they don't want to be that guy. It's like, oh, I'm game baseball, but I have to get a PlayStation. And it's like, but I have an Xbox, but it's not coming here. Oh, it's now coming here. So now they don't have a reason to buy a PlayStation.
That's right. What's up, everybody out there? I see y'all. What's going on? Good to have y'all here. Yeah, that I knew plenty of people that would and that's how popular that game is. We're not knocking that game. We don't care. Look, we don't care that game was dropping its millions. We're gamers, okay? We just do that so that people who are just running around clueless to what's going on and as to why it came to Xbox, because you got people out there, oh, why is it coming to? Man, it's coming to Xbox so it can expand. It's a baseball game. There's no reason why people, no matter what platform they are, don't get a chance to play a baseball game. I mean, we love MLB, but it's not all that, man.
No.
It's not all that to where it should be on just one platform. It's a baseball game.
It's a sport.
People should be able to play it where they want to play it at,
Facts. It was actually the league that came to Sony and said, hey, either you're going to expand this or we're going to take the license away and give it to somebody else.
Yep.
And, you know the rest.
Yeah.
Keep talking. Keep talking, Devin. Keep going.
And, man, you're talking about this Houston heat, man, and I'm up here like, man, I need some of that heat. I'm in the igloos up here, Minnesota cold.
I don't know, man. The way I see it, with the cold and the heat and all that, at least with cold, you can warm yourself up and be comfortable. But with heat, you can shed everything off and it just would not, you can't cool off.
You see, he's talking because that Houston is like that, bro. you're
gotta
not
have
gonna
good
escape.
AC,
Yeah,
man.
ain't nothing you can
Central
do,
air.
man. Nothing you can do. What's good, the realers? I see you, man. What's good, everybody? I see y'all.
Realish.
Yup. It's crazy, man. But this is what this is why we have this channel, right? And this is why
For fun.
and this is why other people have their channels, so to get this kind of news out there, right? Because this is real. We're not exaggerating. Look, we done won the gaming media's bias war. We won that. We don't even have to speak on that no more. That is so clear now that it's not even funny. All right, we don't have to speak on Metacritic anymore.
No.
Right.
There's no point of pointing it out because everybody knows it's all obvious that they prefer they point to one direction.
Right. We like I told y'all, this is a new generation. Remember before this generation started, I was trying to prep, right? It's up to you guys, not us, not the ones that got the platforms. See, here's my opinion on the people who have platforms. And look, it doesn't matter where you go to listen to your Xbox news or your gaming news. We don't care. I don't care where you go. You can go where you want to go, right? You do that. But my opinion is, to those who have platforms like me, whether you're great or small, right? Unless you're operating a show that would be more technological and you learn like a learning show, I feel like, we have too much vanity shows. People won't just look at them. We have too many wasted potential platforms instead of real platforms that can really help the society, right? So you build this platform. Now I'm speaking on behalf of Di-RRec Gaming. Platform gets built. And the vision for us was like, look, we are nothing without the viewers. Based on that, we let us channel the community. Let us be the place that channels for the community. So when I sit back and I look, and I'm on Twitter or I'm on Facebook or I'm on Instagram or wherever else
MySpace,
I'm seeing Xbox news on the internet, and I look at comment sections and things like that, and I see people who are true Xbox fans because that language. You can hear the language, right? and they say the things that we know is true, but yet it doesn't get transferred over here on platforms. You know why? It's like Devin said when he was guesting on us a long time ago. He says the problem, New Legal, is we have too many double agents. And I love when he said that because I never had heard that. I called it ad breeding between two consoles. Everybody wanted we went through that whack phase of everybody wanted to justify themselves as a gamer by how many consoles they had.
Yeah.
It was horrible, man. I was like, where are we? We come to this now? And Devin nailed it. We have too many double agents, Legal. The people that could make an impact, they're selling out because they want a video game so they can, have it days and weeks before we do. And they know if they say something that goes against the industry, they lose their privileges.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how they're silent.
It's only when it's convenient for them,
There you go.
Benefit from it.
Right. So you have people, and listen, this isn't a knock towards them, okay? They're doing what they want to do on their channel. This is my opinion. So I'm not looking at them and expecting, that's the key word, expecting to hear the language of my community. I'm not expecting to hear that. All right. So what I'm looking for are people that are hungry, who don't have nothing to lose. They're out there just trying to get some good news out there for Xbox fans. And you might have to search a little hard because that's the way YouTube is. But there's some great YouTubers out there that speak that language, man. And you just look a little hard, you'll find them. And to me, that's what it's about, right? It's about reflecting the community. Don't just say stuff because you're in a safe zone, and you're afraid to say stuff That just doesn't help the Xbox community. It just doesn't. We don't get enough articles to build us up. We can't just get online and see something positive about Xbox. That doesn't happen, people.
We got to do it ourselves.
That's what I was waiting on. One of y'all.
And when you do, you get attacked like crazy.
Right. So based off of what Devin and Neutral just said, it takes a little courage to do what we do. Got to be ready for the attacks. You got to be ready for people to jump up in here and try to make fun of each other.
I get it all the time, every day.
Yep. You got to have some skin. You got to have some leather on that skin, you know, and just know that when they do come, you're sitting there like, well, you know what? I'm doing something right, because I know I don't make videos mocking the dead. I know I don't make videos just blatantly hating on another console and making up lies to make my brand look better. I know I'm not sitting up in here jumping on other people's channels, wrecking what they're doing. I'm not on social media being reckless, calling people out of their names, making fun of their families. Not doing any of that. So what are you mad for? What crime do we have, right? The only crime we got, speaking the language.
They're so angry.
Speaking that language, man. You think, hey, I'm out here in the real world. So you thinking being on YouTube or being on Twitter, that's a scary place? It's not scary, man. You guys ain't scaring nobody. We grown men over here. I'll face fear when it's in my face. Other than that, if it's across a keyboard, ain't doing nothing to us, bro. That was just you typing.
Why don't you come to my platform and face me one on one over a keyboard?
Right. Let's see how fast you can type. I mean, dude, that's why we have Twitter. We face you right there. We don't have to abuse or waste our time for what we build and we have passion for to take it over to your platform.
Yeah.
And put all our energy into that. Nah, don't work like that, man. Yeah. Do what you do, because we don't care what you're doing in the first place. So do what you do and let us do what we do. It's like traffic. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, man.
Stay in your lane, man.
And use your blinker. Damn it.
There you go. And we all get through. That's it. We all get through. So Xbox, right? Xbox is doing good worldwide. It's a good thing, everybody. We're heading on into mid-February. Got a birthday coming. I'm feeling good. Life is beautiful. Anybody else out there on Black History Month got birthday? Shout out to you. You know, hey, make sure you're loving your family. Make sure you're telling people you love them. Make sure you're kissing your people you love, because we're going through dark times, man. You don't want to take anybody for granted. Yo, wear your mask out there, y'all.
No, I don't like my mask, man.
Man, you don't wear your mask, Tech.
No, I do wear it.
Yo, we got to in Texas. We ain't walking in nowhere. Texas ain't playing around. You can't come here to Texas with that.
No.
You gonna starve out here. You better.
Now, luckily, you know, I'm the one that goes out more. I go to the stores and all. And luckily, I haven't seen anybody being total butt about wearing a mask. Everybody's been pretty cool.
Yeah, everybody's been doing what they gotta do. I've seen it. But
I haven't seen anybody flip out about wearing one.
I've seen it.
I have not.
As a matter of fact, I saw it in Walmart. Dude, a family came.
Well, that's kind of expected at Walmart. That's
right.
That's Walmart.
Now, small businesses, yeah, that's up to them.
Man, like I've literally I walked into a gas station real quick and pay for gas real quick. I literally I forgot to put my mask on. Like I didn't even notice. Like it would be like in my sweater pocket, like right there. But like I'm so in and out so fast that by the time I get out the door, I'm like, oh damn!
I've done that.
I have forgotten my mask too.
But
I've done that, and I did a whole 180. Like right when I'm at the door, I'm like, crap, man, my mask.
Yep. But it's not a big deal, man.
Yeah. But I do want that Razer mask, though. Have you seen that?
Oh man!
Have you guys seen the Razer mask?
Oh, you know, we usually get a comment
really cool,
like
man.
that. Here comes the classic words from me. Let that there breathe for a minute. We gotta let that one breathe.
I want this, man. When you put
that
this
razor mask.
yeah,
Oh,
I want that, man.
Oh,
looks
show
really
it
cool,
to me, man. I
dude.
got me a new Sabu. You know what?
Share your screen. You about to share your screen?
No, I put it on chat, the little link for the razor thing.
I think I don't have mine on me right now.
Yeah, man.
I'm about to showcase it one day. Got me a new Sabu mask, man. I walk around like I'm ninja-fied. You know what I'm saying? Mortal Kombat.
I want Scorpios.
Fact.
Scorpions.
But I don't know why Mortal
cool.
Kombat could have made a killing, you know?
Oh yeah.
Could have had all kind of gamers
Scorpion,
running around
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
Baraka.
Facts.
Barack. He's
Selena.
Melina. Yep.
They could have been having
She's
a whole
so fine,
bunch
but
of
just
masks,
keep that
man.
mask on.
What's the other one? Noob.
Noob.
Reptile.
Smoke.
Rain.
But I got the new one. It's funny, dude. I got that one. It's hilarious.
Man.
Yeah, the Scorpion mask would have sold his butt off, man. It would have sold his butt off. You know?
Toasty.
Yeah. Everybody's feeling good, man. Everybody's doing good, and that's good, y'all. We're going to get up out of here. Just wanted to celebrate the fact that Xbox is doing good worldwide.
All right. We got to pause for a second here. You know what time it is?
Let's do it.
Give thanks to Racetrack for providing me a drink so I can stay refreshed during the show. That way I don't, pass out or something.
Racetrack in the building.
Racetrack in the house, man.
Devin, you got anything else to say? Let them know where you from, fam. Mo.
I'm on Twitter at the Xbox Classic. You can catch me on Dirt Gritty's podcast on his channel. It's We Bleed Green Podcast, Xbox Podcast, of course.
Yay.
Xbox centric.
Yay.
So we talk all things Xbox on Mondays at 5:30 Central Time.
Look at that. Central Time, man.
There you go. Let them know. And yeah, man. Y'all check them out over there. Shout out to the chat room over here, man. Thank y'all for coming out.
Chat room was always lit up, man.
Shout out to everybody.
Got some funny people there.
Oh man, make us laugh all the time. Thank you, Rose.
I mean,
we
could start up a show one day and not even say anything. We'll just watch what they're saying.
Facts, we could. I already said it. We're gonna have the last laugh is coming, y'all. We're gonna talk about some of the most ridiculous Twitter feeds that we can find. Bring them in here, talk about them. So we can
I got plenty of those, man. I got bank.
Yeah, we gotta have a session of that, man.
Yeah,
I can't wait, bro. Oh, appreciate you, Platinum. No, thank you, man. Oh, I like that, man. Samurai, what is it? Afro Samurai, man. That's a legend, bro. I actually got the Blu-ray DVD collection, man. That's unfadable. I wish they can bring that character back, man.
I wish they should have done a crossover with Samurai Champloo.
Right? I actually had the game. I got the game on 360? You remember they tried to make the game on the Xbox, man, and it just was horrible, bro. It hurt, man. It fell apart. The devs were just so disgusted, man, with how things were going. They just quit that game. That's crazy, man. I hate to see that it went that way.
It folded, man. Like, that game was better off not coming out.
Not even trying to.
Yeah.
And it was unplayable. Unplayable. It was ridiculous. Hurt me off, man, because I was ready to buy it, man.
Man, I was trying to fire up my original Xbox, and my capture card wouldn't work with it, man. I was gonna do a original Xbox stream, but I have to buy a new cable for the Xbox.
Do you have a Series X?
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to go with the old school stuff. I was trying to use the original Xbox.
No, I'm saying if you got the Series X, you can use RetroArch. I'm not sure if they have an original Xbox on RetroArch though. I'll have to look that up. Yeah. But they got mostly everything though.
Well, see, I got the old what do you call it?
The original console?
No, the Elgato.
Oh yeah.
What do you call it? The capture card, the old one that has the S video in it. So I'm able to record all the old school consoles, but for some reason it just wasn't playing well with my computer. So I'm gonna have to order a HDMI adapter for the OG Xbox and see if that works. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I know I streamed a couple times on the RetroArch for the Series X, man. I was streaming The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time on Xbox.
Really?
Yup. I'm
See, Matthew can do everything.
I'm doing a 100% run.
Wow.
All gold Scatulas and all that stuff, man. Doing all heart pieces. Yep.
Well, I see Illegal pointing out his Assassin's Creed stuff.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good videos on that, man.
That game. Just doing my thing, bro. Just it's crazy. I went around the other way. You know, I usually reverse what everybody else is doing. So I'm just coming back through the game, just running through it because I leveled up so much. And I'm about to show people. I'm thinking about to finish up all my skill points. Just saved them up, just grind it. So I'm about to just do a video of me just leveling up through skill points right now. I got tons. I think I got about 60 something of them. Just gonna price them all out. So
I have no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't played the game yet. I haven't bought it.
Yeah, man. It's a great game, man. It's got me. Stories are deep. The characters are great, man. It's just real good. They did a real good job, man. I've been impressed since Origins, man. I really wasn't an Assassin's Creed fan.
Oh, Afterboss.
Origins came up.
Afterboss is here.
Canada's in the building. We got Afterboss.
I gotta say, Legal, like the games are like they're long. Like you got to put in a lot of hours for the Assassin's Creed games, and I haven't really been into Assassin's Creed since Black Flag. Honestly, like I see people.
Haven't gave up.
No, it's way different.
You got to put a lot of time.
It's way different. It's like its own little trilogy. You know what I mean? Ever since I think it might have been Odyssey or the one before Odyssey.
Yeah, Origins
started it. Yeah, and like they just feel too different for me.
Origins and Odyssey kind of go together in a way, and then now we're just back to like original stories. So like, because Origins tell you how it all got started, and then Odyssey, of course, is a branch from the Egyptian to the Greek Greek mythology linked stories, and then now we're into the Norse. So, you know what I want? I want the next one to be in Japan.
I think a lot of people's been asking for that one for a long time.
Yeah, man. I want some ninja action.
I want one from Mexico.
Facts.
What a Mexican Assassin's Creed.
Yo, that'd be cool.
What are they, man? What's the name of the assassins? Oh, hold me that Desperados.
Desperados.
Yeah. Give us some Desperados.
Some Aztec stuff. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Incas.
That would be what they'll do exactly.
Man, I think they could go to South America and do like a blood diamond thing.
All that good stuff.
Yeah,
definitely. They definitely could. They can even go all the way out to Australia with the Aborigines, man. They can. It's so much that they can get into. But yeah, man, I'd love to see that too.
How about something for the Canadians?
Huh?
What about something for the Canadians?
We're rolling up on me, eh?
Facts. The Eskimos up there, bro. The Eskimos. Hey.
There you go.
We got them. We got the Canadians in the building. We can't speak no French up here. Comment allez-vous? That's about all I know. Bonjour. Bon appetit.
He said, Minnesota, eh? Don't you know?
Right? Oh. I'll leave that up to my man Afterboss up there.
Afterboss. He's the one with the... Man, I talk to Canadians all day, man, for work. And when they talk about a...
Facts, Joel.
Like a log house or a camping lodge or something. They always call it a cottage.
Facts.
A cottage.
Cottage. In America, cottage is like a small house.
A chalet.
Well, a cottage to me sounds like really fancy.
A chalet.
Right. Yeah. Anywhere you live is a cottage.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, that's about it, man.
All right.
Y'all ready to get up out of here?
Short and
3
sweet.
good meals in the cot.
Let me see. Y'all keep talking. Let me see if there's anything else we're leaving out here, man. We're leaving anything out.
Sure. Let me look this up. Xbox is in talks with a certain studio.
Uh-oh.
Talk to us.
Uh-oh.
It's let me see. I heard the news earlier. I got it posted. 1 second.
Take your time.
He lives in a chateau. See, that sounds even more fancier.
Take your time, man.
Like I picked a house like off a cliff, looking out into the wilderness, nice and fancy. Chateau.
It's a rumor it's Nick from Xbox Era says that Microsoft are in talks with Paradox.
Right. Yeah. At this point, I don't look, man. We know for a fact, right? There's another 7.5 billion in the tank.
Yeah. They just made it back. So
Right. So with that, anything can happen. If Microsoft walked up to me and was like, "I want your wife, your kids, 7.5 billion." Guess what?
All right.
How fast do you want me to put them in the trunk?
Here you go, man. You can have my card too. I'll pack them all in there.
Right. Take everybody. You need my mom and dad too? They can go with
man. There you go.
7.5 billion. That's ridiculous, man. And if you've been a developer working your butt off all those years, man, that's unbelievable.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here's something that Joel said. Sony bought 2% of From Software.
Fact.
That's a big deal. Whereas Microsoft just buys everybody.
I'm shaking in my boots. Sony buys percentages and Microsoft buys whole price. What are we gonna do, guys?
They not only the studio, but they buy the parent company. It's like, you know what? We'll buy you too.
You know what's funny? You want to know when y'all got me thinking about that? It's funny, like, right? It's like a car, right? And you only buy one tire. You buy that one side of the two tires of that vehicle. And I'll say, hey man, give me that car off the showroom floor. Yeah. It's when you try to compare these situations, it's laughable. But understand that Sony is doing the best that they do to make their engine run, while Microsoft does what they do to keep their engine running. I mean, it's all I can say is this, and I know people are probably saying it, but it's my classic line. Big bank always takes little bank. As long as you can remember that, your analogy of anything else that goes on between Microsoft and Sony, okay. It's when you lose the aspect of the big bank theory. Once you lose that, nothing else makes sense coming out of your mouth.
So Sony buys 2% from software.
That's right.
And then Microsoft comes back, we'll buy the other 98%.
Fact.
Right.
That's the way it is. I mean, look, Xbox fans. It's true. I feel you, man. And see, this is what we start getting the chat lit. They won't stop.
They won't stop, man. We'll never get off because something always gets brought up.
Shield, exactly.
Yeah.
Look, that's just the levels of it. It's just the levels of the game. Like right now, you got 280 million compared to 15 billion. You got at least 1 billion. It's crazy, man, when you think about this stuff.
Yeah.
It's not even one is millions and you got the other one that's billions. It's like millions and billions. But it's still a lot of money. And
still a lot of money. Yes.
It's not the fact that we're not saying that. I want everybody to understand this because I think people take this out of context. We're not saying that the way Sony makes their money is that they're losing money. Oh, and they're going out of business. We're not saying that. We're saying just don't there it is. Look at Joel. Just don't ever lose your mind and put Sony on Microsoft's level. Microsoft loses money is more than what Sony gains. Think about that. Microsoft loses money. They lose more money than what Sony can gain, man. It doesn't even work to try to put those two in the same situations when you talk about gains and profits, because you're talking about one that's $1 trillion company. You're talking about one that's just $1 million company. It doesn't. It's silly to even think like that. It's crazy, y'all. I know. It's too punishment out here, man.
It is.
Spider-Man versus Galactus.
You can't stop the roaches for going for the breadcrumbs.
Right. It's eating on top of the table.
Well, I guess we'll take these scraps here.
The bottom of the table. But they always said this, Devin, and Tech, if you can put the crumbs together, you can make bread out of it.
There you go.
So there you go.
You got a whole meal out of a bunch of crumbs.
A bunch of crumbs. There you go. That's right. Smack them on good.
That's what I do when my Oreo cookies are done, but you have the crumbs at the end in the tray.
That's right.
Just put them all on one side.
Get you another cookie.
And you go,
there you go. Get you another cookie in there. Yup. Xbox alone worth 600 billion. Exactly. It's crazy, man.
Yep.
That right there just told us there was a lot of work to get that Xbox worth something again, man. 600 billion, the worth now. That's crazy, man. And we're looking at what within 2014, Xbox was in jeopardy.
Oh yeah, it's going to be sold off, spun off on its own.
Yeah,
something.
Hey guys, I think that's about it. Thank y'all for laughing. Thank y'all for coming out. Hey man, we love
Racetrack.
Oh man.
We love y'all, man. We're going to keep it going. We here, people. We here is Di-RRec Gaming. Hey, y'all, keep it gaming. Chase the one up in life. And always, 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 always remember, Xbox rocks and it don't stop. See y'all till next time, guys. Y'all take it easy and be safe out there. We out.
Bye.